Hi guys, Leanne here from AvoidingBroke. I really hope you're well. I'm so pleased to be talking to you today in this video. I know I haven't been around for a while, so I apologise for that, and we didn't do a podcast this week because Jermaine wasn't very well. Theo's also not very well, so I think we've just got these kind of winter bugs in this house at the minute, so I apologise for not having the podcast, but we'll have one this week and we're really looking forward to talking to you guys on that podcast. But on this video I wanted to share with you a topic that is actually really important to me and something that I've worked hard on for a number of years now, and I think it's one of those things, especially in this time now where we're dealing with, especially in the UK, increased lockdowns. More areas of the country are getting placed into kind of higher tiers on the COVID ratings, and that means kind of increased restrictions on the things that you're able to do and things like that, and increased kind of virus numbers going up and things like that. We're dealing with all of these situations at the minute, plus also anything else the world throws at us. And so the topic that I want to talk to you today is how to build resilience. Now, resilience is the way that you deal with challenges and the way that you adapt to challenges when you are faced with them. It's that kind of internal toolkit that you have that helps you when life throws at you those things that it has a habit of doing every so often, and most likely when you least expect it. You get those curveballs that present real challenges to you. Your resilience and the resilience that you've built within yourself will help you to deal with those and to adapt in those situations. So that is resilience, and it's so important because we're human. These things happen. We all face challenges. We all deal with them differently, and it's a really personal thing. And so building your resilience just helps you to deal with those challenges. Now, we're not robots, like I said, we're humans, and so everyone, no matter who you are going to face a challenge at some point. And by building your resilience, you just put yourself in the best chance possible, the best position possible to deal with that challenge in a way that is going to help you and not lead you to kind of spiral down because of that challenge, or for it to take you longer than you need to kind of get over that challenge or things like that. This is a real way, building resilience is a real way of building yourself up to deal with those challenges and making sure you get out the other side in the best way possible. So that's what I want to talk to you about today, and there are going to be 3 things that I'm going to cover that I found personally extremely useful in helping to build resilience, and I hope you find them useful too. They're really personal things, so you're going to have to think about for yourself exactly what they mean for you, but hopefully this will be a good start for you in building your resilience. Okay, so like I said, there are 3 ways that I think you can really help build your personal resilience, build your toolkit to help you deal with any challenges that you may face. And I would just like to point out here, it doesn't even have to be a big challenge. We all face challenges of varying magnitudes, and nobody's challenge is bigger than somebody else's. It's all very personal how you deal with these things. No matter what you think it is, don't think that your challenge isn't big enough to warrant you building your resilience. We all face challenges of varying magnitudes, so it's worth investing in your resilience so you can deal with all of them in the best way possible. Okay, so now, like I said, there are 3 things that I think that you can do. The first one is to build your self-esteem. Now, your self-esteem is your opinion of yourself, and lots of people worry about what other people think of them and stuff like that, and none of that really matters. The only thing that matters is your opinion of yourself. You have to live with you, no matter what happens in the world, whatever relationships we have or anything like that. You are stuck with you. Your opinion is the only one that matters, and your self-esteem really sets out exactly how you feel about yourself. So it is worth investing in building your self-esteem. And your self-esteem leads to confidence, and confidence is what can help you be resilient when you need to be. It's one of those things in your toolkit that helps you to deal with the situation. So if you invest now in your self-esteem, it can really help you when unexpected things arise. Now, how can you go about increasing your self-esteem? one of the ways that you can do this is to just think about what are those things that you do in your life that make you feel good. It could be anything that makes you feel good. It could be actually planning your meals, cooking healthy dinners for yourself and your family. That can give you a really big boost of self-esteem because you feel like you've done something that's really useful. It could be doing charity work. It could be checking in with a friend who you know has been unwell or is maybe facing challenges of their own. Checking in with them can really boost your own self-esteem. It's those things that you do that make you feel good. They're going to be personal and you may have to sit there and think about them because it may not be something that you've given much thought to. But I would say invest in thinking of those things that make you feel good about yourself, and you think to yourself, yep, do you know what? I've done that. Pat on the back, I'm a good person for doing that. And then on the flip side of that, there are going to be those things that we do that actually don't make us feel that great about ourselves. Maybe you put off doing something that you know that you should do, or you, I don't know, have a drink middle of the week. This is going to be one for me. Have a drink in the middle of the week when you've kind of promised yourself that you're only going to drink on weekends to try and cut down on your alcohol consumption, and then you go and have a drink midweek. That doesn't make me feel good about myself. So it's those things. So have a think. What makes you feel good about yourself? And do those things, and you have to be deliberate and make sure you plan them, you do them, and you build them into your life. And then think about those things that actually don't make you feel that good about yourself and try and cut those out. So that's one thing you can do. The other thing that is going to be really, really beneficial is write down all of the positive things about yourself. And no matter how you feel about yourself and whatever level of your self-esteem is at the minute, there are going to be positive things that you like about yourself. So write them down and remind yourself of all of those things. Because I think as a human race and as people, we tend to focus on the negatives. I don't know if you found this, but if somebody says to you, oh, do you know what, you're really good at this, you're really good at that, but actually, I didn't like that thing that you did. You focus solely on that one thing. There could be 1,000 things that somebody tells you that you're really good at and they really love about you. But if they mention one thing that they didn't like, or they don't think that's nice, then you're going to focus on that one thing. So that's why you have to remind yourself, and do it daily. Write it down, keep it with you, keep reminding yourself of the great things about yourself. And trust me, they can be big things, they can be small things, but as long as you believe them and you believe that they are good things about you, write them down and remind yourself. You'll be surprised at how quickly you can build your self-esteem, and it's such an important thing to do. I can't stress how important it is to build your self-esteem. I honestly could probably do a whole video on the importance of self-esteem because I truly, truly believe that it is so important there. So, okay, that's the first one. Build your self-esteem, and I've given you a few things that you can do there to do that. The second one is you need to take control of the narrative in your head. We all tell ourselves stories. Our mind works overdrive, and it doesn't always serve us in a positive way. How many times has something happened to you and you think to yourself, oh, well, so-and-so must have said this, and this person must have said that, and this must have happened, and you tell yourself this story about what's happened, and we tend to tell ourselves negative stories to try and explain things, and those stories do not serve us. You need to flip that narrative, turn it on its head, do not listen to those things, and think of the positives. Don't tell yourself stories, don't make up situations that haven't happened and try and work out why something else has happened by telling yourself a story in your head. It's really not worth it. It doesn't serve you at all, and it's only gonna serve to kind of bring you down. And the whole point about building your resilience is to build yourself up, not down. So don't change the narrative in your head. Make it positive. Always think that people's intentions are good when they're around you. It can really help. And I'm not saying that everyone's intentions are good. I don't think that we should live in this kind of fairy tale land where, you know, everything is great and nobody does anything bad. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that if there is a way that you can tell yourself a story, that there is a positive intention out there because you don't know what has gone on, but you're telling yourself a story, then think positively. Now, this will flow from your self-esteem as well. That's why I put self-esteem first in this list, because once you build your self-esteem, you won't really worry too much about what other people are saying, because you will know that yours is the only opinion that matters, and so you will tell yourself a positive story. But I just want to put these out here so that you know, build your self-esteem, change the narrative in your head. Okay, so those are 2 things that you can do there. The third one that I'm going to say is communicate. Now, there's the old saying, and I know we all hear it, we say, well, you know, a problem shared is a problem halved, but I really believe that is the case. I'm not a big fan of these cliches, because I think that, yeah, they're cliches. I'm not a big fan of them. Can't explain it, it's just one of those things. But I do actually believe that this is the case. You just get different perspectives on things. You get somebody else's view who may be a bit more independent from the situation, that can talk to you and tell you, okay, no, what about this? What about that? Maybe you can think about things a bit differently. Have you considered this? And it can just really, really help. And again, this follows on from the second one, the stories that we tell ourselves in our head. When you bring somebody else in and you share any challenges that you are having, and you gain those broader perspectives, new ways of thinking about things, you're building your resilience by doing that, because the next time you face a challenge, you'll remember what that person said, and you'll remember not only what they said, but also the benefits of talking to somebody and not bottling it up. It can just help massively. Like, I feel very lucky that obviously I have a husband. You all know Jermaine from AvoidingBroke, and we talk all the time. Sometimes I think he talks to me too much, but that's a different story. He's a big talker, whereas I'm not so much of a big talker. But when I do share things that I'm thinking with him, it's just amazing how it actually really does help. And I have to keep reminding myself, it really helps to talk. And that's because, like I said, not only do you get those other perspectives, you broaden your kind of thinking about things, but also somebody else is there who knows what's going on. And even just that thought of knowing that there is somebody else there that can help, and that is in your corner, and that can help you, really is that boost that you may need to build your resilience. Because when we talk about resilience, yes, it's personal and you're trying to build your own resilience so that you can deal with things, but that doesn't mean that you have to do it on your own. You show resilience by acknowledging when there are things that come up that may impact you, and speaking to somebody about it. That shows resilience. So guys, please, if there is anything out there, just remember the benefits of talking to somebody, because they share, they give you new ideas that you can take with you. You bounce ideas around with them. They can help you in terms of overcoming your challenges. And also sometimes we just want to vent, and that's healthy. Venting, getting things off your chest, getting it out there in whatever way you would like to is healthy. We're humans, like I said in the beginning of this, and we have emotions, and your emotions are valid, and you can get them out there and talk. And having somebody that you feel comfortable that you can share those with is so beneficial and will help you build your resilience. I would also say, if you don't have somebody close to you that you feel like you can do that, then there are people that you can call. There are so many telephone numbers and organisations out there that will just listen and will help you work through things. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with using those services at all. They are there for a reason, and they can really help, and they will help you build your resilience. So we've spoken about 3 things, and I'm just going to recap them again. Build your self-esteem. It will lead to confidence, and it will lead you to believe in yourself, to know that you can deal with those situations. And that belief is, I promise you, half the battle when you need to deal with these things on a personal level. The second one is change the narrative in your head. Don't tell yourself destructive stories, stories that don't serve you, stories that will bring you down. Change the narrative, and you have to do it consciously, and you have to do it deliberately. The third one is talk to somebody. And please believe the old cliche, a problem shared is a problem halved. While the problem will still be there with you sharing it, you'll gain more information, broader perspectives, a different view, and ultimately somebody that you know is in your corner that will help you. So guys, that's what I wanted to share with you today about building resilience. I really hope you found that useful. If there's anything else that you want us to cover in any of these videos, then please do leave us a comment below. and we will consider making videos on those topics that you would find useful. Also, if you've got some other tools that you found so useful in your own quest to build your personal resilience, then please do share it. Like I said, this is a topic that is so important to me, so I'm really willing to learn from you guys and really want to learn from you guys. So please do let me know if there is anything else that you think that I should be thinking about. Also, if you like our videos, you like our content, then why not hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so that you know when we release a video. You can also find us across the social media platforms. So we're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. We're also on TikTok. All our handles are AvoidingBroke, so you can find us there. And guys, thank you again for supporting us. We're over 200 subscribers now, so thank you for all of your support, for being there with us, for coming on the journey with us. You guys are great, and we will see you soon. Take care, guys.